And I think a lot of people are screaming, like myself, what the hell are we doing? What do we do now? What the hell do we do now? Um, and I want to come out here and do a show about what the hell we can do now, just to kind of highlight some things. Some of them you already know, some of them you may not know. I'm not sure. But just to kind of tell people that we still have lots of control and we can still do a lot of things. So let's just jump right into this. Number one, we talk about this every day. Every day we talk about this. Call Congress. Every American can legally call or email both U.S. senators, call or email your House representatives. Tell them you're disgusted. Tell them that you can't take this anymore. Tell them that this is not democracy. Tell them that this is not our country. Tell them to fight for this thing. And I don't mean, if one or two people call, that's one thing. If a million people call, they're going to get the message. So that's something that we could still do every day. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cantle here, the host of the Boricua BC2 show. Happy snowy Sunday from Long Island. The snow just started. We have a dusting on the ground already. Still have no idea what the accumulations are going to be, so I'm just going to rate it out. It's been changing minute to minute, hour by hour, so it is what it is. It looks like this is going to be an all-day event, though, with the bulk of it happening this morning into early afternoon, then switching to sleet, freezing rain, and then back to snow again later on tonight. So, yeah, going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow morning when I wake up and seeing all the work I have. So, normally at this time we do the Under the Radar show, and I wanted to change that just for today because I think it's important. Um, because after the shooting yesterday, I mean, we're all enraged, and I think a lot of people are screaming, like myself, what the hell are we doing? What do we do now? What the hell do we do now? Um, and I want to come out here and do a show about what the hell we can do now, just to kind of highlight some things. Some of them you already know, some of them you may not know. I'm not sure, but just to kind of tell people that we still have lots of control and we can still do a lot of things. So let's just jump right into this. Number one, we talk about this every day. Every day we talk about this. Call Congress. Every American can legally call or email both U.S. senators, call or email your House representatives. Tell them you're disgusted. Tell them that you can't take this anymore. Tell them that this is not democracy. Tell them that this is not our country. Tell them to fight for this thing. And I don't mean, if one or two people call, that's one thing. If a million people call, they're going to get the message. So that's something that we could still do every day. Number two, file official misconduct complaints. Create a paper trail. Where to file? DHS Office of Inspector General. They still take complaints. DHS Office of Civil Rights and Civil Liberties, the CRCL. What to include? Date, time, and location, badge numbers or descriptions, videos, photos, eyewitness names, exact behavior observed. Even if nothing happens immediately, complaints stack and stack complaints trigger audits and hearings. And you need to understand to that last point. A lot of people are going to sit there and say, oh, Bill, come on, he runs everything. He's not going to listen to the complaints and so on and so forth. Don't know if you try unless you try it. Right? So again, we go back to the first comment that I made. If one person calls Congress, it's one thing. If 1 million people file complaints against with the Office of the Legal Counsel at DHS, I mean, I'm sorry, the Office of the Inspector General at the DHS, the OIG, it's going to attract a lot of attention it's not going to be able to get out of. Next up is legally record and preserve evidence. This is 100% lawful, 100% lawful in public spaces. Record from safe distances. Do not interfere. Backup footage immediately, cloud and device. Share copies with journalists, civil rights attorneys, advocacy organizations. Videos win cases, silence kills them. Videos win cases, silence kills them. Remember that. Another thing we can do is support civil rights litigation. Courts are slower than protests, but they last longer. Actions. Donate to legal defense funds for victims' families. Support organizations bringing federal civil rights lawsuits. Encourage whistleblowers to come forward. Law protects them. So that's just another thing we can do. Another big one, organize joint peaceful legal protests. Protest is not optional, it is constitutional. Keep it legal. Permits when required, clear leadership, no property damage, designated legal observers if possible. And remember that mass protests change media narratives and votes. And votes is a big thing that we need to talk about. The next thing we could do is demand policy fixing, not just firing. Yes, we all want to see a bunch of people fired and out of jobs and so on and so forth by 9 o'clock this morning. But make specific demands, mandatory body cameras for federal agents, visible identification, no mask, no unmarked gear, judicial warrants only, no administrative shortcuts, independent civilian review boards. If your reps won't back these, replace them. That's the key of that. Either side, Dem or Republican. This is a huge one, which I still think we're suffering with, and especially we should not be suffering this in 2026. Register, mobilize, vote relentlessly. This is a marathon, not a moment. Register new voters, shared candidate stances publicly. Ask one question to every candidate. Do you support independent oversight of federal law enforcement? No answer equals your answer. Be educated and know your rights. Knowledge protects people before violence happens. Everyone should know you can remain silent. You can ask, am I being detained? Administrative warrants do not equal judicial warrants. Administrative warrants do not equal judicial warrants. You can refuse consent to searches. Fear fades when people know the rules. So it's very important that we all understand, our rights when we're facing these kind of challenges. So just a couple of things to do this week. Make 2 calls. File 1 complaint. Share 1 verified fact. Donate money if possible. I know people are upset because why am I donating money and the perception is they're not doing anything for anything. I get it. And just continue to show up. Um, these are just some things that we can do every day that we should be doing every day. We are in, I really hate to say this, but we're in a formative position right now. We're in an integral position right now. The world sees how absolutely insane Donald Trump and his administration have become. The vast number of Americans, and I would go as far as saying 80 to 85% of Americans now are against Trump. Trump will always have his diehard MAGAs that could, he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and rape a child on Fifth Avenue, and they would still support him because it's not a problem, right? So with the mechanisms that I just outlined today, these are things that we can continue to bring the heat on them. Now, the other thing I will caution people on, and I've said this twice in the last 2 days, and I'm going to say it again. We are in a war. Flat out. Full stop. Wars are made up of battles. Flat out. Full stop. In battles, you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. Okay? That's just the way the game is played, right? I would argue right now that we are winning more battles than they are. They're winning the headlines. They're not winning the battles. I saw this morning on social media that Republicans are really upset about what happened in Minnesota. Many of them making public statements saying that it's time to reel in what's going on out there, reset, report. And I'm talking about Republicans in D.C. I'm talking about Republicans downstate as well, too. They're hearing us. They're seeing us. And going only into January 2026, knowing the midterms are coming up in 10 months, and they're horrified. They know that Trump is going to take down the party in 2026 if everything stays the way it is right now, which I predict will be the case. And they are willing to lose their seats in the House and Congress and their seats in the Senate than to stand up against Trump. Now, why do I say that? Because Trump becomes a much easier target after November when he loses the midterms. Because then senators and Congress people on the Republican side could just simply say, this is all Trump's fault. I never signed up for this shit. He's done it. He's screwed us up. And Trump loses everything after that point. We just need to continue to ratchet up the heat, which we're doing. Okay. We lost 2 Americans. I believe that number to be bigger if you consider some of them that were in custody. but two Americans were murdered on live television. Their deaths should remain with us forever. Alex and Renee. We should say their names daily, weekly, monthly, forever. And we need to honor their death with change. And that's how we do this, by doing the things that we talked about today. This battle is not over, but we are making a significant difference. Keep the faith, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with the snow.